Hello, everyone, and welcome to this edition of Investing and Trading Live. As always, I am your host, Josh Lilquist, and I'm happy to have you with us. Today, what we're going to do is a stock market update, crypto market update, a futures market update, commodities, and a spot forex market update as well. And yes, Mobile Token is up 122% since Monday, June 24th. So we are seeing a jump in price in mobile. We've been waiting for that for so long. It's been getting beaten down for a while. Hopefully some people got into that. Is it too late? I just don't know. It could have some more potential, but you know what? It doesn't matter because we have our protections in place, and we will see what happens as we move forward. So that being said, let's get into our market update. As we know, there is risk in trading and investing. You can and will lose money at one point in your life. This is strictly for entertainment purposes only, mainly mine. But hopefully you'll find it entertaining as well. Let's start with the old S&P 500. We're looking at SPY. Since that trades just like a stock, we are at or near all-time highs. Closed right now at $549.01, $549.01. And there's really not a whole lot to speak of on a larger time frame. We just keep hitting all-time high after all-time high after all-time high. As far on a 4-hour chart, same thing. Still not a whole lot to look at. Up 0.67 on the day, which was today, Tuesday, July 2nd. I know we have the 4th of July weekend coming up. Wednesday, markets will be open. They might actually be closed at noon. I guess I should double check that. Let's see, where can I find that? But they will be closed on Thursday for 4th of July. And then, you know what? Let's just check here. Stock market, our 4th of July hours. Market hours this week. So it looks like stock market opens 9:30, or obviously we know that. Here we go. Holidays. 4th of July. So stock market will be closed on the 4th. And you know what? We will not even go through this because I'm not exactly sure. I know it closes at noon on one of the days and might even open up at noon, but you know what? Let's just continue on with the market update, and hopefully I can find that as I'm speaking here about the market update. So that's your S&P 500, SPY. We're looking at the ETF for that. Dow Jones Industrial Average closed at $393.29, 0.47 to the upside on the day, which was about $1.83. So this one here, not quite at all-time highs, but we are nearing those as well. All-time highs are right around $400.60, 70 cents or so. Let me get an exact for you. $400.99 to be exact on the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Nothing to speak of on supply or demand. I don't see a whole lot of zones there. QQQ, which is your NASDAQ ETF. This one also at all-time highs. Did we pierce all-time or actually close right at the high for the day? Almost right at the high. So this one here, same story. There's just no supply or demand in sight. It's just reaching all-time high after all-time high. Matter of fact, the NASDAQ on the year is up about 22 to 23%, so looking pretty good on the Qs. IWM, by the way, currently closed at 486.98, up 1% on the day. The Russell, the IWM, same story. It is chugging along in 2024. That being said, it has a long ways to go before it hits an all-time high. Not a whole lot. I would say less people trade the IWM compared to the Qs, the Dow, and the NASDAQ, the S&P 500. Gold, well, actually, let's look at spot price for gold. Before we do that, any other major notable I want to look at a couple here. We have XLF Financials has really been soaring in 2024. It actually looks very similar to the S&P 500 or the Q's chart. Was up 1.17% on the day, and esports $66.67 closed and up 0.86% on the day. This also showing a tear really from 2023, end of 2022, up almost about 75%. So that was a great move back, especially back in 2018 and 19, I believe it was, when I was trading esports. And it was down to 2019, about the $26 mark, rallies to 40, drops to 32 in March of 2020, and then we've just really seen a tear. Then it came back all the way up, where we actually went up all the way to $80 per share, back down to 39, and now we are currently at 66. So this one here has shown great opportunities for the esports, the gaming market. There's a stock that I really like. It's called Turtle Beach, which phenomenal stock. HEAR is actually it's a headphones company. It was great during the pandemic because everybody was buying headphones, everybody was staying at home, and they were gaming with each other online. So here, HEAR is Turtle Beach, great opportunity there. This one, that maybe not so much now, but we'll take a look at it. USO for oil, down 0.5% on the day, $81.11. This was also a phenomenal one. One of those woulda, coulda, shoulda, bought it back near the lows of the pandemic, or not the pandemic, but when oil actually went negative. Actually, this was $16. It was actually much higher, or much lower, because it did a reverse split on that, but obviously back up to $81 per share. I don't know if it shows it here. Yeah, it shows it right here. They did a 1-to-8 reverse split on that. So obviously that was up probably, I'm not doing the math, $3 a share. That's USO. All right, so your commodities, let's get into gold and silver. Gold is open on the day, so yesterday, Tuesday, was the market. Currently at $2,329.70. Really been sideways ever since April, so not a whole lot to speak of both with gold, but that then again, it is up on the year about 16%, 15%, right around there. Silver, $29.60. Looks very similar to gold. Great opportunities for gold and silver holders. All right, your crypto market. So Bitcoin really taking a plunge over the past, since I guess this month, or the whole month of June, down roughly about 15% in June. Not a good month for Bitcoin, but then again, so it's been choppy from this area back in February of 24. So we'll see what happens with that moving forward. As I mentioned in the beginning of the show, mobile token up 125%, 122% in the last, and get this, the move really started on the 4th of June. No, sorry, the 27th of June, my bad. 27th of June, so a nice move over the past 6, 7 days with mobile token, which in essence you would think would bring up HNT, which HNT from the lows of the 19th of June is up 29%, but that being said, it's not exactly the same, so it's still getting those lows from back in April, so we got to get that back up to the $4, $5, $6, $7 mark for that to be a little bit better. All right, so let's get to current your spot market. Currently have a short bias on the pound dollar and the Aussie dollar and the euro dollar. Opportunities there. And a bullish bias on the New Zealand yen, the Aussie yen. We currently do have a bullish bias with the U.S. dollar. Really in that no man's land at the 105.70 mark right now. So, and I'm looking at the DXY for that. All right, so let's get in your stocks. NVIDIA, down from the highs after the split, about 12%. You would think that's a lot, but it's in essence, it's not a ton for NVIDIA since it does move pretty good. Apple right at all-time highs again. I believe it hit all-time highs today. Just a good one there for Apple. It was actually up 1.62% on the day. Tesla was up 10% on the day. Let's see what's up with Tesla here. Nikki Haley reminds George Stephanopoulos of her prophecy that Joe Biden isn't going to finish his term. Interesting. That doesn't have anything to do with Tesla. But Tesla prices raised target to 300 by Wedbush analyst Dan Ives amid $1 trillion tech potential, the most undervalued AI name. All right, well, there you go. There's some news on Tesla. PayPal up 2% on the day, so a lot of green in the market this trading session. Snap up a buck or 1.5%, Amazon 1.4%, Google 1.1%, Citibank up 1.97%, Carvana up 2.56%, but that one's a very volatile one. $2.56 or 2.56% isn't a ton for Carvana. Other notables on the day: Alibaba up 2% on the day, up 2.08% actually. AMD up 4.2%. Let's go find that Turtle Beach I was talking about. I just want to look at that. Here is at $14.08, down quite a bit since April, but it did hit a low of right around $6, and we're at 14, so we did see a nice jump in price. So this one has had some phenomenal moves in the past 3-4 years. Other than that, not a whole lot else. Coinbase was actually down. Dick's Sporting Goods, Nike. So retailers were down. Macy's, same thing, 1% and 2% around there. So, and TKO continuing to surge after The Rock comes back, and after it did see a 30 to 40% plunge, and we are now back up to the $110.15, which from the lows of that little plunge is up 50% again. So nice move with TKO. You got The Rock bringing this back, and like he says, he made wrestling cool again. All right, so that is your stock market update, crypto market update, spot forex market update, and your major market update for today. It was actually July 2nd. Market is open tomorrow. Might be closed. Matter of fact, I didn't check and see if it was closed over, let's see, stock market hours, 4th of July week. All right, so the stock market's closed on the 4th, means that the stock market closed, blah, blah, blah. The New York Stock Exchange will close at 1 p.m. So, okay, that's 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock Central Time, just what I thought. So at noon tomorrow, which is the 3rd, stock market closes. It'll be closed on Thursday for the 4th of July, and it should open back up at 8:30 a.m. Central Time on Friday. So there you go. There's your stock market hours for the week. Going to be a very slow week, a low activity. You're not going to see a whole lot of institutional orders, moving the market. It's going to probably be some retailers trading it, maybe a little bit of institutions, but you're not going to see a whole lot of action just because the big wigs are on vacation this week. So that being said, protect your positions because anything can happen on low volatility, things can just spike up and down with no rhyme or reason. That being said, collect your profits that are given to you and protect your losses, keeping them small. Until next time, retire young, my friends.